Morning all! And what a glorious day. What a glorious day. It's bloody freezing, but what an amazing day. Beautiful sunshine. Out on the bike in this bloody cold weather. Wrapped up like I'm going to the Arctic. So obviously, if any of you seen my video that I've just uploaded with regards to the Drift Ghost S, the footage you're watching now is actually from that camera now. So basically, this is the first run, so I've set everything up as I remembered from my old Drift. There's only a few other tweaks on it. I'm just pottering through the settings and seeing if they are the right ones that should be for the daylight and whatever. So I'm just going for a little poodle, have a little bit of a run, see how it comes out. I did a bit of reading up on it last night, and it's going to give the GoPro, the new GoPro that's come out, a run for its money. It's going to be close, but it's going to give it a run for its money. The guys at Action Cameras, if you want to buy a good camera, go to those guys. They are absolutely phenomenal. They will sort you out. I had issues with my old camera. We tried a few things to try to rectify the fault, but we tried batteries, we tried everything, but just didn't work. So like I said on the other video, they gave me the opportunity to have a crack at to get one of these, the Ghost S. So like I said, it'd be daft not to. And at the end of the day, I'm a bit of a gadget man anyway, so I like all the gadgets. Because my bloody helmet's got a camera on one side and Interphone F5 on the other side, compared to my top of the range smartphone. So yeah, and as you can hear, my new exhaust. So this is like a 3-in-1 for me. So let's give it some whirly. Obviously within the speed limit. As it says on my speedo, I'm doing 60 miles an hour. No any faster. I'm just off to get some fuel, because last time I rode my bike was just bringing it back from the garage after having it looked at and had the exhaust checked and had a map put on it. So yeah, that's the latest thing on it. So guys, if you want a good camera, this is the camera to get at the minute. It is the big boy on the market at the minute. Obviously I can't compare it to the GoPro because I've never used the GoPro. It's just one of those cameras I just thought was a bit clumsy. Not from that, obviously from the operational point of view, from what I've watched on YouTube and that, but more from the it's like having a brick strapped to the side of your helmet. I can understand having it like down on your tank or things like that because it's not obtrusive and it's being protected, but on your helmet you must feel that dragging your head back. So yeah, so this was the one for me. I nearly went with the Contour, but better to go with what you know, and the Drift was the one I knew more about. And obviously I watched the promotional video and I was basically sold on it. Doesn't take a lot for me on a gadget. So yeah, now this is currently running on 1080p at 60 frames a second. Or yeah, 1080p, yeah, 60 frames a second. So I'll find out when I get home what it's turned out like. But yeah, at the end of the day, all I can do is try, give it a few goes, and obviously see what the quality is like. 60 frames a second, that's going to make a massive difference for like slow-mos and stuff like that. Obviously the lower down there definition you go, the more frames you can get. I tried a few photos the other day, yesterday, with regards to the camera on it. There's not going to be much difference in it. It's gone from 11 megapixel camera to a 12. So I'm not expecting a phenomenal amount of change in the photos, but you never know. So we'll have a look at them when I get back, and I'll put them up on YouTube. I haven't done a blog for ages, and I'm only doing this one at the minute because the guys at Action Cameras asked me if I would do a review and have a look, have a play with it this weekend. Because when I spoke to them on Thursday to get the camera sent to me, I was the first person to have, well, I believe to be the first person to have one delivered out. I'm quite chuffed. I've never been the first to have one something given to me before anybody else. I normally wait to let everybody else find all the flaws in it, but obviously there's not going to be much flaws in this one, considering it's basically an upgrade from the Ghost HD Ghost, so I'm not expecting any major issues. Obviously if I do, then I'll review them back, and I'll give the guys Action Cameras a shout, and obviously then they can pass it on to the Drift Innovations, and they can look into it. Obviously they haven't upgraded their software on it yet, so it's at I think it's 02.20 at the minute on the firmware. So yeah, eventually they'll start tweaking it once they start getting people like me complaining that something's not quite working. I would help if I can actually see through my mirror. There we go. So yeah, so I thought I'd come out for a little spin for a couple of hours. Well, depending on how bloody cold I get. I am wrapped up to the hilt, but that doesn't always stop the cold. So yeah, I gotta stop saying yep. For some reason I keep saying yep. So guys, have a look at Action Cameras website. They've got videos for this camera on it at the minute. Like I said, it is new out. It's only got released on Wednesday. So that would have been the 20th. Yeah, 20th of November it was released. And Action Cameras got it in their warehouse on Thursday. So I'm hoping that everything is exactly the same. The quality comes out the same. And obviously the biggest up thing is it actually, obviously the old Ghost did it in 1080p, but this does it in 1080p plus 60 frames a second. So that should make a massive difference, and I'll know when I get back and try and edit it and see if the quality is as good as I'm expecting it to be. Obviously these type of cameras are not very cheap. This camera on its own, with obviously just the box, the package you just saw on my other video if you watched it, that's £329. So the old Ghost HD is 249, I believe. Check Action Cameras website for that. But obviously I want the latest toys, and at the minute this is the latest toy. So I'm praying that this is recording. I'm praying that I get to the petrol station and don't run out of fuel, because I've got one bar with light on, so fingers crossed. Also guys, obviously if you're watching these videos and please subscribe to my channel. I've only got 82 subscribers at the minute, probably because I've been a little bit lax with my videos. I've lost a few, gained a few, so if you do watch and you do like what you see, then hit that subscribe button and obviously hit the thumbs up. All the footage on this camera is recorded onto a micro SD card. Now to get a good quality video, or to make sure you don't lose quality, you need a good micro SD card. I believe it supports up to 64 gig, but you need a class 10. Class 10 is the highest you can get at the minute, I believe. But it's obviously the amount of data that's passed to the memory card, and that obviously gives you better quality as well on top of what the camera actually puts in. So the data transfer between the camera and the micro SIM is quick. so you don't have any, and obviously then when you drag the information off, you've got 100% of the quality that you expect from the camera. You can use lower micro SD cards, but the lower the number, I think class 2 is the lowest you can go. I think they actually go up in 2s, so obviously work it out for yourselves from 2 to 10. But I've always used class 10s, that's what I was advised at a few years ago when I started using the cameras, and so that'll give you a better quality. This exhaust sounds sweet. Absolutely sweet. The new exhaust I have on the back of the bike, obviously if you've seen the video again, it's the Trident exhaust for, obviously I ride a Triumph Sprint 1050. That's for Mark Darlington to remember when he's actually telling other people on the vlogs. A Triumph Sprint ST 1050, mate. Just for you. Yeah, so I've got the Trident exhaust on here and it's absolutely phenomenal. Sounds amazing. Absolutely amazing. So I've gone for the full package. I have the exhaust now. I have the a K&N air filter in there. And obviously then I've got the mapping equipment on here that's gets it down on the dyno machine and gives me more horsepower, or in my case varied all the horsepower through all the gears. I've only seen the diagram on it. Biggest problem I've just had is I realise I haven't got my earplugs in. So I wish I had my earplugs in, which I will do now when I stop and have a stop up here and get some fuel. I'm praying I make it, and we'll soon find out. Obviously with this Trident exhaust and with it being remapped now, I have no idea the miles to the gallon I'm going to get. So how many miles I'm going to need till I fill up. So we'll soon find out when I fill her up today, and we'll see if I've lost any miles or gained any. I'm hoping I've gained, but if I've only lost a couple, then I won't be too concerned.